Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Happy Halloween. This is going to be my Doctor Who episode 7 video. This is another two-parter just like the Maisie Williams episodes. Just careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet. There was a whole bunch of classic Zygon stuff. Unlike the Daleks, there haven't been a ton of Zygon episodes, so there's not a whole lot of stuff to refer to. So anytime the Zygons are around, there's a lot of unit stuff, and they refer back to Terror of the Zygons, the classic Who episode. But new round of the giveaway starts now too. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. It's just a $20 Amazon card. So starting with number 5, explaining what the hell's going on with the big prelude. It's almost like Doctor Who's turning into a clip show, but essentially the prelude to this was a clip show for the 50th anniversary to explain how all the Zygons got planted on Earth, and then for Series 8 to explain what happened to real Osgood and why Zygon Osgood is doing this. So if for some reason you didn't see the 50th anniversary, in the wake of that, 20 million Zygons basically just went into witness protection, so to speak, on Earth. The two Osgoods message here basically explains that there are good Zygons that just want to live their life out in peace. They don't want to cause anybody any trouble. And then in this episode, we meet the bad Zygon faction, the radical faction that wants them to be able to live as they normally look. They don't want to have to blend in. So that's the big point of contention. You have a bunch of different Zygon factions. Most of them are relatively peaceful. These two twin girls were like the old high command on Earth. But the radical Zygons are like, screw that, we want our home. We want to be able to walk around looking like we're supposed to look. So if there's any confusion, the real Osgood died during Series 8. She really is dead. This is Zygon Osgood. And the big WTF twist that kind of ties in with the ending is the Zygons don't need to keep the people that they're doubling as alive. It used to be that they had to keep their double alive. So that means all these people in pods, including Clara, they can kill them off as soon as they're done getting the information they need from them. On to number 4, divide and conquer. So the episode gets a little sprawling early on and everybody splits off into different directions. Kate Stewart goes to Truth or Consequences. Turns out Clara plays a lot of Trivial Pursuit. The Doctor and Rebecca Front go to the Rebel Zygon base, and then there's Clara's group, which goes underneath her flat eventually. One of the most interesting things I noticed is when Kate went to the Mexican town, we heard that police officer that we met speak, and I couldn't remember the last time I heard an American accent on Doctor Who, except maybe during Series 6. Like, Ben Browder kind of had an American accent, Matt Smith spoke with a fake American accent, so that's about as close as I think the show has gotten in recent memory. But if you guys can remember the last time an American actor was on Doctor Who speaking with an American accent, let me know. I haven't watched the entire run of The Thick of It, but it was fun seeing Rebecca Front and Capaldi together again. If Doctor Who weren't such a family show, I'm sure we would have heard way more F-bombs. On to number 3, Kate Stewart knows about some secret Zygon weaponry that the Doctor had stolen from them. So she references Terror of the Zygons. That's the 70s, 80s Zygon invasion she was talking about. There's a bioweapon that can take out a bunch of Zygons, but the Doctor took it to keep them from using it, to keep the humans from turning into the villains. And now in this episode, we're building towards these like two extremes where you have the extreme Zygon rebels that want to get rid of the human race, then you have Rebecca Front's group that wants to nuke all the Zygons. But the problem is, and it's definitely highlighted by Clara at the end of the episode, is that nobody knows who's a Zygon and who's a person. So the Doctor can't let Rebecca Front nuke everyone because she might be killing a bunch of humans too. And he hates the idea of killing just in general. On to number 2 though, huge Easter egg moment. This is just actually really fun. Osgood and the Doctor talk all about question marks. So this is like a 7th Doctor thing. The 7th Doctor wore a question mark jumper and had a question mark umbrella. So when Osgood was wearing the question mark, that's what they were talking about. But the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th Doctor all had question marks on their collars. So you could also look at it more as a reference to them with the question marks on their collars, as well as the 7th Doctor with question marks all over him. But then when the Doctor says, I'm wearing question mark underpants, and she says, that begs me to ask, what is the question? So it becomes a funny sexual innuendo, but it's also a Matt Smith thing, the final question. That was all tied up in bringing the Time Lords back during Matt Smith's final episode, during the Christmas special. I love that even Zygon Osgood is a Doctor fangirl. But finally, on my number 1 WTF moment, the Zygons have replaced all the humans in the UK. The first battle is won, now the war begins. Meaning they're going to take the rest of the world. Seeing evil Clara was kind of fun. And this shot of her with the rocket launcher, that was in the first trailer that they posted back during Comic-Con. Obviously this is a two-parter, we know the Doctor's going to escape, he always escapes. But the more interesting twist, I think, is what's going on with Kate Stewart. Because Zygon Clara radios her, thinking she's calling that other Zygon there, asking if Unit has been neutralized. Kate Stewart, pretending to be a Zygon, I think, says, yes, Unit's been neutralized, we're all good. The twist, I think, is that Kate Stewart had a way to take down that Zygon, so this is the real Kate Stewart, just pretending to be a Zygon. She's one of those characters who's just a little bit more clever than everyone else and not afraid to get her hands dirty. If you remember back to the 50th anniversary, she was ready to nuke everything in the Black Archives. So she probably has a couple cool tricks up her sleeve. But let me know in the comments, what did you think about the evil Clara twist at the end? I feel like this was a good Halloween episode, just because the Zygons look a little bit scarier, and that the horror is that everyone has already been replaced. The battle has already been lost. So definite bonus points awarded for dropping this episode on Halloween. I don't know if they planned it that way in advance. If there's any other Easter eggs you guys spotted in the episode that I didn't mention, like question marks, Tear the Zygons, Fourth Doctor stuff, just write them below in the comments. But congratulations to last week's giveaway winner, James Logan. You win a $20 Amazon gift card. Just be sure to private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact info. What's going to happen next is I have an Arrow Constantine trailer video that I'm going to post later tonight. Hopefully you guys have an awesome Halloween. I'm fully moved into my new apartment. I still have like a bunch of junk that I need to rearrange and stuff, but I will do a room tour video as soon as I get all like the furniture arranged and everything's all organized. So while you guys wait for all that stuff to post, you can click here for last week's Maisie Williams episode, and you can click here for the Flash trailer video that I just posted explaining Zoom and Dr. Light. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.